Hi, my name is Stelios. I'm one of the co-founders of ForexAnalytix, and I want to welcome you to this ForexAnalytix platform tutorial. This is a short video guide to help you get acquainted with our platform and to get familiar with how each part works. The ForexAnalytix platform is currently comprised of three main areas: the top left section, which we call the traffic light area, the bottom left section, which we call the analysis area, and the section on the right, which incorporates a number of useful tools. Let's start with the traffic light area, which displays a summary of all the information for the instruments that we cover. The first tab is the active tickers area. This area displays a one-line summary for each ticker that you wish to actively monitor. Information items include the following: the last updated column that displays the timestamp and the type of analysis that was last updated for this ticker. We have the ticker column, where the ticker name with the current quote below and the change on the day above it are displayed. There is the ForexAnalytix bias column, where the overall short-term and long-term biases are algorithmically calculated, taking into account each and every type of analysis we provide for a ticker, and displaying a color-coded arrow that can point as follows: vertically up, indicating a very bullish bias; diagonally up, indicating a bullish bias; sideways, indicating a neutral bias; diagonally down, indicating a bearish bias; and finally, vertically down, indicating a very bearish bias. Next are the individual analysis tab biases, where only the short-term biases of each type of analysis are displayed using a color code: green for bullish, orange for neutral, and red for bearish. Then we have the key levels, specifically 3 levels of support, 3 levels of resistance, and the bull-bear line, which is a technical level that changes the behavior of the ticker from bullish to bearish, or vice versa if breached. Finally, on the right end of this section, you will find two icons: a square one with a double arrow on it and the round one with an X on it. The double arrow icon is used to change the order of the tickers in this area. To do so, just click on this icon and keep the mouse button pressed. While the mouse button is still pressed, you can move the ticker upwards or downwards until it occupies the desired area. The X icon is used to move a ticker from the active tickers to the inactive tickers area. When you click on this icon, the ticker will disappear from active tickers and will appear in the inactive tickers area. The ticker can be moved back to the active tickers area using a very similar process from within the inactive tickers area. Please note that all bias icons, tickers, and tab names on the traffic light page are clickable links that load the relevant ticker analysis in the bottom left part of the screen. Second in tab order is the inactive tickers section. This is a one-line summary for each ticker that you do not wish to actively monitor. The information items available are the same as for the active tickers area just described. Third in order is the active patterns in play section. These are the patterns in place that have been identified by ForexAnalytix staff. Information items include the ticker name, the analysis type from which the pattern in play was generated, the pattern description, which is usually its popular name, the theoretical entry, target, and invalidation levels, and finally the direction, bullish or bearish. One thing worth mentioning is that below the listed ticker you can find the market quote as you would in active tickers, but above it, instead of displaying the change on the day, the platform displays the percent change from the midpoint of the theoretical entry area. Fourth in order is the closed pattern in play section. This section keeps a record of the patterns in play which have been previously listed in the active patterns in play section, but which are no longer active, either before the target or invalidation level was hit, or because they were manually closed by the system administrators. Closed patterns in play are listed in a similar way with the active patterns in play, with one difference: that the last column does not display the direction, but it displays the pattern in play outcome and the level at which the pattern was closed instead. Target hit if successful, invalidated if unsuccessful, or closed if closed by the system administrators before it reached its target or invalidation levels. The text color, green or red, indicates if the pattern in play closed with a theoretical positive or negative outcome. At the bottom left of the closed pattern in play section is a small area with pagination buttons that help you navigate across previous entries. The last tab in the section is the rates area. Here you can find all the instruments that we cover, together with their current prices, change on the day, and high and low. This area is a great place to view all the instruments at a glance. The area at the bottom left of the page is called the analysis area. Here you will find all the various analysis types for each instrument, which will include text and charts. At the top left of this area you will find a quick summary for the current selected instrument. You can use the drop-down box to select the ticker, and the area will instantly change to reflect this selection. Next to the ticker symbol you will find its current live quote, as well as its short-term and long-term biases. The 5 tabs at the top can be used to switch from one analysis type to another: macro, candlestick, basic technical, harmonics, and Elliott waves. As you select a particular analysis type, the text below will update and one or more associated charts will be displayed. You can switch between charts by clicking on the titles. Please note that each chart's title is a time frame of that particular chart. Also, you will notice that some words within the analysis are colored in red. These are keywords which, if clicked, will transport you to the ForexAnalytix education page and display helpful information associated to that keyword. On the right side of this section, you will find the takeaways area. This is effectively an executive summary for the current instrument. The text within this section summarizes information from all 5 analysis methods, and the color of the header reflects the overall ForexAnalytix bias for the instrument. In between the 3 main areas of the ForexAnalytix platform, you will see small blue arrow icons. These icons can be used to increase or decrease the size of each section in order to make it more readable. For example, you can have the whole left side of the platform display the traffic light area, like so, or you can expand the analysis section higher if you wish to be able to see more analysis on the screen. Finally, we move to the area on the right, which holds a number of interesting tools. The first tab is the newsfeed area. Here you will find the live streaming area with information coming from the Live Squawk news service. This is a scrolling list of news items including major headlines, economic data, and also some clickable items which expand to display more information. There is a timestamp next to each item, and the more important items are color-coded to make them stand out from the rest. The next tab is the live stream area. Here we will find a live streaming area with information coming from a number of different sources. You can select or deselect to display streaming updates of updates, alerts, and ForexAnalytix comments using the toggles provided. Most of the items are clickable, and if clicked, the appropriate analysis will be displayed on the bottom left side of the screen. The next tab is the calendar. Here you will find an embedded economic calendar provided by investing.com, which can be customized by clicking the Filters button at the top. As economic data is released, you will see the various calendar items get populated. At the top left of this section, you will also see a button labeled Open Data Flash. When clicked, this will open a pop-up window with a data flash service. This is a very useful product that ForexAnalytix provide for free to their clients. It displays super fast economic data releases, and it also has a score capability for audio. The next tab is the built-in Twitter feed. This feed can be modified via the settings page, which we will review later on in this video, in order to create your own customized Twitter stream. The next tab is the useful links area. The ForexAnalytix team will also select some links that they find interesting and useful for members. These will be displayed here, and if clicked, they will transport you to the relevant article. The final tab in this section is the Extra Tools area. In here, you will find a risk management calculator, a very useful tool that can be used to calculate trade risk-reward ratio and potential profit and loss. Below that is a simple market trading hours tool, which visually shows when the major equity markets are open and closed. This whole section of the right side of the ForexAnalytix platform can be collapsed or expanded using the small blue button with the arrow symbol. At the bottom of the page, you will find a series of quick links which will transport you to the various parts of the site. One of these links is the page guide link, which describes what each part of the page does, and it's a very useful reference when getting familiarized with the ForexAnalytix platform. At the bottom right corner of the page, you will find the customer chat icon. If you click this, you will be able to start a conversation with ForexAnalytix support staff who are here to help with any questions you might have. At the top right of the screen, you will see your avatar image, and next to that is a chat room icon. If you click this button, a new tab will open on your web browser, and you will be logged into the members-only ForexAnalytix chat room. The chat room is a great place to interact with ForexAnalytix team members, as well as other subscribers, and exchange market views. To the right of the chat room icon is the bell notification icon, which displays important alerts and information items when they appear. The final and particularly important section of the ForexAnalytix platform is the settings menu. The settings page enables the user to specify his or her personal preferences for the site, and it can be accessed by clicking the settings wheel at the top right of the screen and then selecting settings. The first tab on the left is the account section. This section contains your account information and display settings. At the top, you have the ability to add or remove profile pictures using the buttons provided. This picture will appear in the small area provided at the top right of the main ForexAnalytix site. Just below that is the Change Your Password button. You can use this button to change your password to the site. When you do that, you will be presented with a pop-up window that requires you to type in your current password as well as your new password. Below, you can modify your email address, your first name, last name, as well as your chat room nickname. You can click on the time zone button to specify your time zone. You can select one of the available choices from the drop-down list, or you can type into the box which will autofill depending on what you type. Alternatively, you can simply click the automatic box and the time zone will be taken directly from your computer setting. You can specify your partner code in the box provided where applicable. Partner codes are provided by an affiliate company of ForexAnalytix that offers the user discounts or other benefits. You can select your preferred name format using the next drop-down box. You can use the drop-down box below to specify your preferred daytime format from a list of predetermined alternatives. The next drop-down menu can be used to specify your preferred date-only format from a list of predetermined alternatives. In some areas of the site, there is limited space where date and time are displayed. Click on this drop-down menu to select your preferred daytime format for those areas. Finally, you can use the last drop-down box to specify your preferred time format when only the time is shown in certain areas of the site. If you want to disregard any changes you've made in the current session and exit, click on the Cancel button. Click on the Save Changes button, the green one, to save all the changes you've made in the current session and return to the main page. The second Settings tab is Notifications. You can customize the notifications you receive from ForexAnalytix from within this tab. There are three available categories: Default, Custom, and Mute. You can specify different notification settings for each category, and you can then drag and drop tickers like so from one category to another as required. It's worth noting that you may choose to only use one or two of the available categories. That's absolutely fine. Please read the asterisk comment near the bottom of the screen because it includes important information. There are 5 different events for which notifications can be specified. First is updates. This is when an analysis update is made for a particular ticker. Next is alerts. This is when the ForexAnalytix team has issued an alert. Then we have our patterns in play. This includes all pattern in play events, specifically when a pattern in play is created, when it hits its target or invalidation level, or when it's manually closed. Next is the bull-bear breach. This is when a bull-bear line is breached. Finally, we have the support resistance breach. This is when a support or resistance level are breached. You can use the browser toggle to enable or disable browser notifications for a specific item. You can use the email toggle to enable or disable email notifications for a specific item. When a box is checked, it means that you will receive email or browser notifications. Where it's unchecked, it means that notifications are off. If you're accessing these settings via smartphone, you will see a third control labeled mobile. This will toggle push notifications on and off as required. Again, if you want to discard any changes you've made and exit, click on the cancel button and click on the green Save Changes button to save your changes and return to the main ForexAnalytix page. The next settings tab is Twitter feed. You can use this tab to customize the content of your Twitter feed within the ForexAnalytix application. Type in a Twitter handle in the text box provided and then click on the Add Account button to add it to your following list. Please note that the system does not check if the handle provided is a valid Twitter username. If it is, it will be successfully added to your feed. If not, the system will simply ignore it. If you want to mute a particular Twitter handle, you can do so by unchecking the little checkbox on the left of the handle. You can choose to unmute it at the later stage by rechecking it. As with the other tabs, click on the Save Changes button at the bottom left to save your changes, or the red Cancel button to discard them. The next tab is Payment Methods. This section contains all the information that are relevant to your payments. Use the Add a Credit Card button to add a credit card for future payments. You will be presented with a screen where you will be asked to supply the required information such as the card number, name, expiration date, etc. Please note that you can only supply up to 3 different credit cards. You can use the Add PayPal button to add a PayPal account for future payments. You will be redirected to the relevant PayPal login page where you will need to provide the required authorization. Please note that you can only add 1 PayPal account. Once a payment method has been successfully added, a one-line summary will be displayed in the list. The first payment method added will be the primary payment method. That is, the system will try to take a payment starting from there first. If you supply more than 1 payment methods, you can make any of them primary by clicking on the Make Primary button that will be visible next to it. You can click on the red Remove button to delete a specific payment method. The next Settings tab is the Subscriptions tab, and this contains all the relevant information regarding your past and current subscriptions. Each subscription will be displayed in a one-line summary in the main area of this page. On the leftmost side, you will see the plan description. This includes the tier and payment frequency. Next to it is the last successful payment for this particular subscription. Following that, you can see the start date of the billing period, the last valid date of the billing period, and finally the date of the next payment for this subscription. You can view your invoices by clicking on the Invoices button. This will open a new screen where you can view or print all your past invoices. Using the Make Advance Payment button will transfer you to the payment screen where you can make an advance payment towards your subscription. You can cancel your subscription at any point in time during its duration by clicking on the red Cancel Subscription button. Please note that your subscription will continue to be active until the end of the current paid-for billing period. The next tab in Settings is the Plans section. All active plans will be displayed here, and users are able to upgrade or downgrade as required. If you want to change plans, simply click on the plan that you wish to change to and confirm your choice on the following screen. If the new plan is an upgrade, you will be asked to verify the payment amount and proceed with the payment. Please note that when upgrading, any unused days of your current plan will be credited back to you before making the payment for the upgrade. When downgrading plan, your current plan will continue until the end of the current billing period, and the plan change will take effect after that. The next Settings tab is the Balance section. The Balance tab contains your account balance. When you subscribe to ForexAnalytix, you start with zero balance, but this can be credited using coupons that you may receive. If you do receive a coupon, just type in the coupon code in the text box provided and click on Apply Coupon. This will register the coupon to your account and update your balance. Your account balance is displayed at all times on this section. The final Settings tab is Privacy. In line with GDPR requirements, you are able to download a copy of your data or to request deletion of your data as required. The final two options from the Settings wheel are the Go to Home, which takes you to the ForexAnalytix page, and Log Out, which logs you out of this application. We hope that this video has been helpful and has given you a good understanding of the ForexAnalytix platform. Remember, you can use the page guide link at the bottom of the page in order to remind yourself what each part of the platform does and how things operate. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy the ForexAnalytix service.